Good morning, everyone. There's a beautiful passage in this week's Torah portion that says, "Uba'u alecha kol habrachot ha'ela v'hisigucha." All the blessings will come upon you, and they will reach you. And the commentaries say, what does it mean, and the blessings will reach you? If they came upon you, then they've already reached you. Says the Sifrono, a biblical commentary, not necessarily so. There are many blessings in life that come upon us, but they don't reach us. You see, in order for the blessing to reach you, you have to acknowledge, recognize, and appreciate it, and be grateful for it. Imagine someone who inherited a large fortune, and they're sent a check with a large sum of money that they inherited, but they never go to the mailbox to open up the check and deposit it. Technically, they're wealthy. They inherited a large sum of money. But until they've received it and acknowledged it, they have not truly experienced the blessing. The Torah is telling us to slow down in life and appreciate the blessings that have come upon you but have not reached you yet in your acknowledgement and appreciation for it. It's fascinating that there is a blessing that we say every day called the Modim blessing, where we give thanks to God. And we thank God for all of our blessings. And then the conclusion of the blessing is, Al sha'anu modim lach. We're grateful to you, God, that we are grateful to you. We thank God that we are people who have gratitude in our lives. But what we're really saying is, we're grateful that we have the ability to acknowledge and be grateful for our blessings, so that our blessings are not just upon us, but they've actually reached us and we've acknowledged it. There are blessings happening all around us constantly, but are we taking the time to absorb them, to appreciate, and to be thankful for them? There's a famous story called The Hospital Window, and it's about a man who was brought into a hospital and was given a bed by the window. And his roommate was a fellow who was very ill and was laying flat on his back. He couldn't even lift his head up. And he would turn to his roommate in the hospital who was by the window and say, "Tell me, what do you see outside the window? What's going on today?" And he would describe to him, it's a sunny day, the birds are chirping, the flowers are blossoming, there's a parade going on with marching bands, and there's two lovers walking, and he's giving her flowers, and there's children in the playground going on the swings, and every day he would describe what he sees outside. Well, one day the person was discharged from the hospital, and the fellow said to the nurse, "Could I get the bed by the window?" When he gave him the bed by the window, he said, "Could you crank up my bed so I could look out the window and see all the beautiful things?" And the nurse cranked up his bed, and he looked out the window, and he saw that there was a wall facing the hospital window. You see, we choose to see in our mind's eye what we want to see, what we want to recognize, what we want to appreciate in life. The Torah is telling us, with the opening commandment of this week's Torah portion, always be grateful, see the Bikurim, and don't only have blessings, but count your blessings. As we approach the new year, let us all look in our basket and say, what has God given us this past year? Try to remember all the good things that happened to you. And as you enter into Rosh Hashanah, begin with the high note of gratitude. Have a wonderful day.